I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. After the final out of Cubs baseball here on CSN, stick around as Todd Hollinsworth will join me for Cubs post-game live. Then Sportsnet Central recaps the day in sports. A huge night in the great city of Chicago. 4 first-place teams in town. Layla Rahimi, Christopher Bowden will bring you the latest after Cubs post-game live. Time to head back to Wrigley. Take it away, Len and JD.
Cap, thank you, and we want to welcome all our viewers watching on Wide Open West Cable in the Chicagoland area and Northwest Indiana. By the way, Chris McCandless, I am told, did graduate college. I read the book long ago before he went off on his adventure. Tim Fedorovich takes ball 1. Ball 2 is missed up and outside. That's a strike.
It speaks to the confidence he has in that slider. 2-0, the 8-hole hitter up. He opts for the slider instead of the fastball.
Deep left center and run down by Taylor.
Cub fans, join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list. Do it today. Claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy, free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Hendricks pounds that sinker into the ground.
Slider got away from him. Folks are worked up. No evil intent. But a base runner.
Right on the H in the back.
Hayward pressed him to duty after Fowler was ejected. He was likely to start in the ball game tomorrow.
Can't imagine Dexter Fowler has been ejected from too many big league games. And I didn't see any bad words. You know, it was an extended conversation, but he is a guy who's success at the plate depends a lot on the strike zone. And he's just saying, look, the last one, it felt like you were calling it down. This one was up. Which is it going to be? And
yeah,
it's too much.
I don't know. I think Vic Carapazza would like to have that one back. He overreacted a little bit. Tough go for Jason so far. Obviously the wrist injury not helping. Hitting 211. That one stretch there where he was starting to hit the ball pretty hard, but for the most part has been a little off his game, behind the fastball a little bit.
On the right field line, but out of play.
Big man with long levers. There's a lot to get going in that swing. I mentioned the mental part of it. You know, new club, sign a big contract, a lot of attention.
Went 0 for 17 on the homestand last week after a really hot stretch on the previous road trip. Strike 3 called on the inside corner.
Hayward, who replaces Fowler, goes down looking as well. That's one. Settles in right on the inside corner. Moss has not been able to solve La Stella tonight.
Set. Thought to right, but Harper will make the catch. So La Stella's had 3 good at bats, 2 out of 3 on the night. After 5 from Wrigley Field, Cubs 2, Nationals nothing.
Tens of millions are tuned in to us right now.
I want what happened to make sense.
You have no idea how high this goes. These guys could expose everything.
Oh my God.
I'm coming after you.
Get out of there right now.
Money Monster, rated R.
This just got interesting. Why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis and a $200 savings card.
Doesn't it seem like the wireless world today could use a smile? At Cricket Wireless, we think so. That's why prices for our plans are all in, taxes and fees included. And we've got more 4G LTE coverage nationwide than T-Mobile or Sprint. That's a whole lot of network for not a lot of dough. It's what makes Cricket the happiest place in the whole wireless world.
Sunday night, get ready for a brand new episode of Beer Money. It's Chicago's favorite sports trivia show, where fans test their knowledge for a chance to win cash. Beer Money, presented by Coors Light. Sunday at 7 on CSN Chicago.
Make sure you follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, on CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Nice crowd on Thursday night. Remember, Sunday is Mother's Day. Get your flowers, your cards, all that stuff prepared well in advance. You don't want to wake up Sunday morning and
Panic, yeah. Did you ever ask your mother, when's Kids Day? Because it's Mother's Day and Father's Day. Yeah. And then the answer was always, Kids Day is every day.
Stella makes the play.
How about Hendricks, man? Just
really
rolling
good.
along, one ground ball out after another.
is a strike on Rendon.
Kyle, as most Cub fans know, pitched collegiately at Dartmouth. Rendon was a standout at Rice University. An outstanding academic institution.
Two balls, two strikes.
Hendricks, one of those guys that gives you a comfortable offer. Doesn't blow you away with this stuff. You know, not worried about being overpowered. You think you see him pretty well. Take a big swing and just get a little late movement off the barrel towards the end or in on the hands.
Called strike three. Harper earlier in this game, and he's coming up again. Swung at a pitch, and it looked like he was ahead of a changeup, and he had actually swung ahead of a fastball at 88. Harper has walked twice. Max Scherzer and John Lackey tomorrow. 121st pitch here on CSN. Lefty Gio Gonzalez against Jason Hamill, who's 4-0. That's a 3 o'clock start on CSN Saturday. And then Tanner Roark and the 6-0 Jake Arrieta on Sunday to wrap up the series. 120. Upcoming game schedule is brought to you by Travel Wisconsin. Plan your fun today at travelwisconsin.com. Again, CSN tomorrow and Saturday. Channel 9 on Sunday. And the Padres are here for 3 all-night games.
A little bit of a step toward the third base dugout for Hendricks. Thought he had the outside corner just a little bit off.
Line shot, base hit. Only their second of the night.
Some guys just are so, Harper covers the plate. He's so quick. I thought they had him set up to come inside on him after doing that work. Go away, maybe go soft away. Feel like you've slowed him down. You can beat him with an inside fastball, especially up there. Tough to hit that ball on a line.
A strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Inning over. They get on their feet behind the Cub dugout in appreciation of Kyle Hendricks. 2-0 Cubs.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Hi, everyone. Coming up on Sportsnet Center, presented by GMC after Post-Game Live. Full highlights and reaction from both sides of town as the Cubs host the Nats and the White Sox close out a series with the Red Sox. All that and more after post-game.
Welcome to the ultimate racing experience. Feel the thrill of driving on the edge. Asphalt 8, Airborne. Download now for free.
Canelo Alvarez is boxing's #1 star. Amir Khan has boxing's fastest hands. Saturday, May 7th.
Hard right hand by Canelo.
Unparalleled power.
First round for Khan.
Unsurpassed speed.
This is my time. Let's do this.
Canelo versus Khan, Saturday, May 7th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, live on pay-per-view.
Follow in-game live on CSNChicago.com, presented by State Farm. Battle of fifth starters tonight. And it has looked like aces. 2-0 Cubs lead.
That's the nature of really good teams. They have depth all over the field, and including that starting rotation. Looks like Kyle Hendricks is done for the night. Getting the handshakes and the hugs in the dugout. Clayton Richard is up in the bullpen.
That's 6 very solid shutout innings from Kyle. Meantime, 1-1 on Bryant. Ross had that rough fourth, but he limited the damage. Bases loaded, nobody out. And he gave up 2 on the hit by Zobrist.
Cubs with 4 hits tonight, 2 by La Stella, 1 by Zobrist. He's a switch hitter, so the only hit by a right-handed hitter off the bat of Chris Bryant, that towering double in the 4th. So as advertised, this guy's been awfully tough, especially to the right-handed hitters.
Ground ball backhanded by Murphy on the other side of the bag, and he makes the play. Now Rizzo, who has flied to right and been intentionally walked.
Sweetest sight for Anthony Rizzo, looking out at center field and seeing those flags hang limply. The wind has been blowing in. You remember the final game of the Braves series before we went to Pittsburgh, that 10-inning loss. He crushed the ball to left field. The wind held it up. Went on to Pittsburgh, went 7 out of 14 there, 5 doubles and a home run.
Opened his stance a little bit. Fouled off. It's Like your golf swing, you're always tweaking, making little adjustments and recalibrations.
Closed up. He was just having a hard time getting his hands and he pulled through. Blocking himself.
Ross had signed with UCLA, or at least committed before signing with the Padres. Taken 25th overall in 2011 out of Bishop O'Dowd High School in Oakland. Gets Rizzo for the second out. Time for a Coors Light game report with Kelly Crow.
Well, guys, we mentioned the mariachi band in the clubhouse before the game, and Vince Zobrist says that Joe Maddon's actually done that before in celebration of Cinco de Mayo during his Tampa days. He said only problem was he did it after the game, and it was an extra innings loss for the Rays. So he said guys didn't really enjoy it as much as they did this afternoon. So Joe learning, bringing him in before the game this time, and certainly enjoyable for everyone in there.
Adjustments we just talked about there.
Game of adjustments. Wonder if the mariachi band could play the blues. He said he wanted to bring him out onto the field for BP, but they had other engagements. It's a busy day for them.
Two and one.
Pazza has been calling that top of the zone fastball tonight. Based on our pitch tracks, it's been a big zone, a generous zone, but not egregious. I understand why the hitters would have a beef, because he is calling the high one and the low one, and a lot of umpires don't do that.
Stab as he robs Zobrist of another hit. Cubs go down 1-2-3, but certainly not quietly in the sixth.
Hey, Chicago, when did paying for airfare become so unfair? At Southwest, we believe in transparency. Transparency means we don't dream up ways we can trick you into paying more. It's why we still let 2 bags fly free and don't have change fees. So our low fares stay low. Just the way you like it.
Make your yard safe and enjoyable for the whole family. Instant Post Cement is perfect for securing playsets, fences, mailboxes, and more. Get a 50-pound bag for only $5.98. Train your dog for good behavior with PetSafe. This no-bark training collar is a safe and effective way to teach your dog to stop barking. $34.99. Or get a wireless pet containment system that doesn't have the hassle of burying wires. $259.95.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi. I need something that can keep up with all my adventures.
Well, the RAV4 has available sport tune suspension.
I like the sound of that.
And great handling, so it can do just about anything.
Thanks, Jan. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
I know.
Do you?
Yep.
Right now, during Toyota time, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2016 RAV4. Hurry in today.
Here are your keys.
Thanks.
See you out there.
Sweet.
Toyota, let's go places.
Got an early toast to the game tonight, presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. And no matter what happens the rest of the night, certainly deserving for Kyle Hendricks. Remember the pickoff of Bryce Harper, gave up just 2 hits on a ton of extra rest. Binny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, we were wondering whether he would be sharp after being out of action for 8 days. Indeed, he was sharp. And new tricks, too. He got a couple strikeouts on elevated fastballs here tonight. You don't see that very often from Kyle. As Clayton Richard readies himself to make his 5th appearance of the year.
He has not worked very much.
So double barrel action in support of him in the Cubs bullpen.
Wood, I believe that's Justin Grimm in the home bullpen. And it has been a while. April 23rd. The last time Richard got into a game, that was almost 2 weeks ago. Although he did pinch hit the other night.
Yes, he did.
In Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he had been warming up in the bullpen in that game, and they sat him down, and then Lester called his name again. And he said he jumped up, threw off his coat like he was going to warm up again. He said, "No, get your stuff and head to the dugout. You're going to hit."
Joe was thinking about Travis Wood hitting before he pitched, but there just wasn't enough time to get him loose, get him from the bullpen to the dugout to the on-deck circle. So it's something I had never seen in a 9-inning game that I could remember, a relief pitcher pinch hitting and not pitching. Swing and a miss. He gets Murphy for the first out.
Well, Murphy doesn't strike out often, but twice tonight. Wednesday, May 25th, Kerry Wood will bring the heat. Sign up and get a chance to swing for the fences, competing for the Battle of the Bats Home Run Championship. Here at Wrigley Field, it's your chance to step up to the plate for Chicago's kids and support the Wood Family Foundation and Cubs Charities. For details, visit CubsCharities.com.
Well, he did his job. And here comes Justin Grimm when we return.
Thank you.
Imagine if the things you bought every day earned you miles to get to the places you really want to go. With the United Mileage Plus Explorer card, you'll get a free checked bag, 2 United Club passes, priority boarding, and 30,000 bonus miles. Everything you need for an unforgettable vacation. The United Mileage Plus Explorer card. Imagine where it'll take you.
Nobody should go to bed hungry.
That's where our friends at Binny's Beverage Depot are going to bat for the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Binny's donates $100 to help feed hungry families in Chicagoland.
That calls for a toast.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I seed, I water, and all I seem to get is mud.
Ace is a place that knows you can't mow mud.
And that's it?
That's it. Now through Monday, print out our online coupon and save 25% on one regular priced item under $50.
It's the Hyundai call to the pen, and here's right-hander Justin Grimm. Look at the walks and strikeouts.
Yeah, he has been outstanding thus far. Faced 32 batters, has allowed 6 hits, no walks, punched out 12.
Grimm against Worth.
Jelly-legged him with the curveball.
At 82 miles an hour. Worth debuted with the Blue Jays 2002. Went to Glenwood High School in Chatham, Illinois. Born in Springfield, He's nearing his 37th birthday. Drafted by the Orioles back in '97. He suffered a broken wrist on at least a couple of occasions, maybe more than that. Waves. Another curve. 1-2.
He was confounded by the grim breaking ball.
Russell to Rizzo. 2 outs as we near the Mazda 7th inning stretch. And it's the catcher Ramos. Russell again. Stretch time. Brought to you by Mazda.
For tonight's 7th inning stretch, please direct your attention to the video board.
Let me hear you. Good and loud. On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
The 7th inning stretch is presented by Mazda. In every car we make, you'll see why driving matters.
Sometimes it's first tracks on fresh powder. Sometimes it's finding a secret surf spot or an undiscovered trail off a dirt road. Then again, sometimes happiness is having the road all to yourself. Introducing the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-3.
Make sure he's in bed by 8.
Sometimes I get scared.
Scared of what, Danny?
The things I can't see.
Got a weird feeling.
Almost forgot. In case anything happens.
Dad, I got this.
Cubs batting in the bottom of the 7th. It's Ryan Kalish to start it. And a base hit. Kalish aboard.
Another left-handed hitter getting the job done. A couple ground balls to second base prior to this at-bat. This time he stays through it, punches it up the middle. A nice bit of hitting here. It's down below the knees.
A little add-on here wouldn't be a bad idea. As Russell steps in and has struck out both times. Short lead by Kalish, held by Zimmerman. Bunted toward third. It's foul.
Not a bad idea. Just didn't execute it. The Cubs offer special programs designed for your future Cub. From Kids Sundays at Wrigley Field to Clark's Crew and baseball summer camps throughout the Chicago area, there are many ways to build lifelong Cubs memories with your kids. Visit Cubs.com/kids to learn all about our Cubs Kids offerings. Yeah, not a bad idea to drop a bunt down there. Struck out twice, having a hard time with that slider fastball combination of Ross. Get a bunt down, you could move Kalish into scoring position, get a real good bunt down, and get yourself a base hit.
Sammy Solis up in the Nationals bullpen. Pedro Strop. One and two. Long pause. Got him. Tough night for Russell at the plate, as Ross has now punched out 9 against just 1 walk, which is intentional.
Yeah, he had a below average strikeout rate coming into this game, and it's hard to understand with what we've seen tonight. The slider is certainly a swing and miss pitch. He's got good velocity.
You look at this team and how much depth it has. Cubs have a 2-0 lead tonight. Kalish, Fedorovich, LaStella, part-time players in the lineup. It's been plug and play for this Cubs team here. First month plus. Soler on deck. Jorge in the pitcher's spot.
It's, you know, the flexibility that Joe has on his roster, guys that are capable of playing multiple positions, guys that are willing to play multiple positions, give him a lot of flexibility. And what do you know, people say, what do you mean they're willing to play? If the manager tells you to play a certain position, you should do that. But you know, clearly, if you get a lot of pushback, if a guy's not comfortable playing a certain position, the manager is going to take that into account.
The term you hear is a buy-in. There has been a big-time buy-in to this program.
Because Joe's the popular kid in school, and everybody wants to go to his birthday party. Don't want to be left behind. Kalish on the move here. Doesn't have much of a lead. Good thing he wasn't going. Supremely confident in that slider. Out of the zone, but felt comfortable he'd get a swing from Fedorovich.
5 pitches, all in pretty much the same area. Let's see what they want to do here on a 3-2. They're going out there again. Kalish takes off and Fedorovich fouls as Ross really missed his location. And it was so bad it worked out okay for him.
Well, he went, you know, in Addison Russell's last at bat, it was a similar sequence, a lot of sliders away, and then tried a front door slider. He fouled that one off. Then they threw the elevated fastball. And it may be that Ross just, you know, Ramos called for fastball away, and Ross just said, well, call for it where you want it, but here's where I'm going to throw it.
There he goes again. Fly ball to center. Kalish will retreat. He never quite did get to second as Taylor makes the catch.
Good swings for Fedorovich tonight. Hit the ball pretty hard in that direction. Didn't quite get the barrel of the bat out in front. Mike Maddox is the new pitching coach for the Nationals.
It's Greg's brother.
They pitched against each other, much like Virgil and Jesse Barnes.
Right. Yeah, Mike had a long career, 15 years. Only made 48 starts. Much of that career was as a reliever. Kalish, who started the inning with a single, is still at first with 2 outs. And the pinch hitter Soler takes low. Got some finals. Indians beat the Tigers in Cleveland 9-4. Orioles got a run in the bottom of the 10th to beat the 9-17 Yankees 1-0. Pedro Alvarez game-winning sacrifice fly.
So the Yankees put A-Rod on the DL yesterday.
Blue Jays all over the Rangers 12-2. Edwin Encarnacion knocked in 6.
Sometimes this is where a pitcher gets a little sloppy. He's got a guy up there in a fastball count, so you know he thinks, well, I'm going to throw him a slider, and sometimes you throw him a lazy slider.
Reds beat Milwaukee 9-5, although the bullpen extended its streak of allowing at least 1 run. Now in 23 consecutive games. That is a major league record. 29 games, Reds relievers have allowed 23 home runs. Ball 4.
Now let me ask you this. If a Red starter were to throw a complete game, does that stop the record, or is it just runs allowed in games in which a bullpen has appeared?
Bullpen
so
has
Brian
to make
Price
an appearance.
can't do anything to. He can't
Maybe
just
he brings in a guy to get the last out. So Dusty Baker's going to make a move. Left-hander Sammy Solis is in for Joe Ross. Cubs lead 2-0 in the 7th.
This car wasn't made in Detroit or Tokyo or Mexico City. This, the Mini Clubman, was crafted in Oxford, England. A place where mass production isn't all that massive. And each car is engineered, customized, tuned, and crafted one at a time. Introducing the new Mini Clubman, made in Oxford.
Meet the product development experts at Turtle Wax. They invented Dash and Glass. Consumers voted it 2016 Product of the Year. They made it so people don't have to worry about getting dash cleaner on the glass or glass cleaner on the dash, because Turtle Wax Dash and Glass cleans both. Turtle Wax. Trusted innovation inside and out.
Shorts. It's time to dehibernate at the Bass Pro Shop's Big Short Takeover, with a huge selection of men's and ladies' shorts starting under $10 to $17.
Taking the hassle out of yard work just got even easier. During the Echo National Sales Event, get a pro-grade Echo trimmer or handheld blower for only $149.99 each, backed by a 5-year warranty. But hurry, these deals will be gone before you know it. So take back your yard with Echo.
First class, gonna punch your way to fitness. Hey, great form though. A little goodness is the beginning of greatness. Whole nuts, real fruit, with dark chocolate. Introducing Goodness Knows.
Hyundai call to the pin is a left-hander, Sammy Solis.
There's 3 games for the big club so far this year. And a AAA, Syracuse. He was quite good. 9 innings, he allowed just 1 run. Made 18 appearances for the Nationals last year and pitched to a .338 earned run average. 6'5", 230, 27 years of age. Good heater. He likes his changeup too.
Healthy hack by Hayward. Two. Kalish, the runner at second. Soler is at first. We didn't get a Soler-Solis matchup.
Well, maybe before the weekend's over.
Yep. Out, Tommy La Stella. Oof.
George Will didn't even flinch.
They've got that extended netting now all the way to the corner of that dugout area. Fly ball into shallow left center. And it's the shortstop, Espinoza, making the grab. So the Cubs strand a couple, and we will head to the 8th. They lead the Nationals 2-0.
Wow, take a look at the size of that Powerball grand prize. And you know, anything's possible.
T-Mobile is going big for small business. You'll never get charged data overages, ever. Get your own 24/7 dedicated business account team. And with double the LTE coverage in the last year, you can get more done in more places. Right now, get 2 lines with 6 gigs each for just $80. And for a limited time, get a hotspot free. Yeah, free. Switch your business to T-Mobile at Work today.
Know you're budgeted for the expected and the unexpected. Know that at least the process of buying a new home can be clear and simple. Know your investments can make retirement closer than you think. No, the one word behind all the guidance we provide, tools we create, and services we offer. Because when you have insight, you know.
Everybody is born tonight. They're all watching reruns tonight.
Yeah, not us.
Nah, no reruns here.
Yeah, we have X1 from Xfinity.
Everybody crochet tonight.
I think we'll just stick with our TV shows.
Don't fall for DirecTV. Get 4 times more TV shows and movies on demand with Xfinity. Sign up today or get started with this great offer. Call or go online today.
Tonight, after our Cubs coverage, stay with CSN for the best nightly sports wrap-up show in Chicago on Sportsnet Central. Chris Bowden hosts and gives you the latest scores, plus highlights, interviews, and more tonight after Cubs post-game live on Comcast Sportsnet.
Back-to-back for Strop. He worked yesterday in Pittsburgh. He's on for the 14th time, and he too has been outstanding. 2.38 ERA, 15 strikeouts against just 3 walks.
All one on Espinoza.
Stella well in at third base to take away the bunt.
Worked by Richard and Grimm. And 1-2-3 7th. 0-2. I did not see any post-game comments from Sean Rodriguez. I don't know if you located any after the game yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Regarding the stare down. It looked like Rodriguez didn't like the quick pitch Strop executed.
A lot of guys don't like it, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's not illegal. I think Rodriguez is just one of those guys that runs a little hot. You know, when he gets between the lines.
A little John Lackey-ish.
Maybe.
As Espinoza gets hit. Yeah, I mean, well, I've enjoyed watching John Lackey pitch, but you like him wearing your uniform than the other teams.
Yeah, well, he's got a little edge to him when he pitches.
He's going to pitch tomorrow.
It's unfortunate for Strop. Espinoza couldn't hop over that one. Second time he's been hit tonight.
Well, if John were on the mound yesterday when Rodriguez did what he did, I think it would have ended quite as quietly as it did. Clint Robinson off the bench. He represents the tying run.
Mm.
2-0. Chris Bosio will head out. So let's see. Danny Espinoza has now been hit 5 times this year, 58 times in his career. So that is not unusual to see him get hit by a pitch. Led the National League 5 years ago. Hit by pitches. That's Felipe Rivero, southpaw, in the Nationals pen. Missed again.
He's trying to throw that runner to the outside corner. Needs to recalibrate so he can find the plate. It's not a real slugger. Big guy, 6'5", 240.
Travis Wood, the lone reliever, getting loose in the Cubs pen. That was an awkward 3-1 swing, wasn't it?
No, that was sitting on a fastball 3-1 swing, and he was able just to keep the bat in the zone long enough to get a piece of the slider. Sitting dead red, try to get out in front of one.
Ball 4. Well, trouble here in the 8th. Best chance the Nationals have had all night. It is the first time they've had 2 men on. Hit batter and a walk. And now it's Taylor. So you've got Taylor and Rendon. Then 2 out of 3 lefties. Harper, followed by the right-hander Zimmerman, and then the lefty Murphy. So that could be the Travis Wood area if it gets to that here in the 8th inning.
Rizzo in, Estella in, anticipating bunt.
And he went.
Good job.
Yeah, Fedorovich just.
Yeah, he's good back there. He's quick.
A potentially huge play.
Just gets his chest tilted forward enough to keep that ball in front. Strop seems to be throwing his fastball a little bit more tonight than he normally does.
And he's not finding the strike zone enough. 9 out of 14 have been misses. I got it. A little below our booth on the foul. 2-1.
Can't find it. That was exciting. So and I don't know if all the fastballs are by design that the scouting report is hit, or maybe Fedorovich hasn't caught Strop a lot, so this is where Strop has to kind of impose his will.
Swing and a miss. It's a big pitch.
His will on Taylor. And back with the fastball. It was out of the zone. Taylor a little anxious.
So Anthony Rendon steps in, and Hector Rondon, the Cubs closer, is cranking it up. Because the bullpen has been well rested, this might be one of those 4-out nights for Hector. We'll see. First things first.
And obviously the guy you're most concerned with is the man in the on-deck circle, Bryce Harper. Maybe Wood for Harper.
See if they can turn 2 here. And they do. 4-6-3. Strop is fired up. And he keeps the Nationals off the board. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 2-0 Cubs.
Listen up. This is the time, this is the place. And this is Ford F-150, the truck that goes toe-to-toe with your life. Made of high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy that pulled the highest safety rating the government can give. And with Pro Trailer backup assist, it's like having your head on a swivel, pal. So load up your crew. This is the time.
Now for limited time, get an F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Bill Jacobs Mini online feedback.
The most amazing car buying experience ever.
Customer service was excellent. I'd recommend them in a heartbeat.
Great experience.
Through the end of April at Bill Jacobs Mini, get 0% financing for up to 72 months on all 2016 Mini Countrymen. That's Bill Jacobs Mini.
Honestly, the best experience I've ever had buying a car.
Visit us at Bill Jacobs Mini in Naperville
and online at BillJacobsMini.com.
The Drive and Discover event is here at Feeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Elgin. Get our lowest prices on our entire inventory. Cars, trucks, minivans, and more Jeeps than we need. All with 0% financing available. Look at this 2016 Wrangler, just $299 a month. Or a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab, $299 a month. Both with zero due. Or this 2016 Dodge Caravan, only $16,997. Find it at Feeney. FeeneyAutos.com.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan at our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update. We'll get back to Wrigley in just a moment. But first, a programming reminder. After the final out, Todd Hollandsworth, we call him Holly around here, joins with the Cubs post-game live. Then at Sportsnet Central, plenty of highlights from the Cubs and the White Sox game. Stay up to date on all things Chicago baseball, CSNChicago.com. Now back to the friendly confines. Here's Len Casper and Jim DeShays.
Thanks, Cap. How do you get to Wrigley Field? Many ways. Cubs suggest taking public transportation. They offer a free bike check that's now located by the Addison Red Line station. You drive your car. There's free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com. Another hard chunking left-hander. Felipe Rivero. Pitched 49 times for the Nationals last year. It's his debut season.
Will get out of play. 37,564, the paid crowd tonight. And we've seen a good pitchers matchup.
Stella's been the best hitter in the game so far. All 3 times up. Outstanding contact. Double to left, solid single to center, and then a rocket to right for an out. There's a bats all coming against the starter Joe Ross. Tough assignment here with this hard throwing lefty.
And a bounce, it eats up Zimmerman and gets into right. So LaStella is on.
Guy can hit, man. Guy can flat out hit. Keeps that front shoulder in. That's a tough hang in there against that long, wiry left-hander coming from that angle.
Zimmerman charged with an error. Thought about it.
Almost got to it quickly. He's got a strong arm. Almost does not get high marks for his receiving skills, but he does throw really well.
Bob Rosenberg has changed the call. He has now given LaStella a single, so that's 3 hits and 4 at-bats, and the other was a line out. pretty wide open stance.
Yeah, that's funky, isn't it? Zach Britton and Aroldis Chapman, the only left-handed relievers with a higher average velocity than Rivero last year. I don't know if there's a why behind this, pitching mechanics-wise, or if it's just kind of something he likes to do.
Swing and a miss. He's from Venezuela, San Felipe. 24 years old. I'm sure Joe knows him fairly well. He went through the Rays system as he strikes out Bryant. Tomorrow, John Lackey tries to improve his mark to 4-1. Game 2 of this 4-game series against the Nationals. Pre-game coverage begins at 12:30. Pre-game live presented by Fields Auto on CSN Chicago. I'm intimidated. He looks like he's got his game face on already.
Inside, he's chuckling.
John is a real easygoing guy in the clubhouse, but yeah, it's on once he's pitching. Hefty home run leaderboard. Rizzo with his 9th yesterday. To left. Stella caught in a rundown. And on first move, and Zimmerman, bad throw. Safe. Stella just snuck in. So you talked about Zimmerman's arm, and not a very good throw.
Yeah, Tommy should just kept on going. It's hard to anticipate a bad throw in that situation, but I like the play. I like challenging Zimmerman to see if he can make that throw. He goes on first move. And he knows he's picked, so he slams on the brakes. Zimmerman had all those throwing issues playing third base. It's one of the reasons why they've moved him to first.
Xfinity high-speed action. Really close at first.
Well, we're going to put the headsets on and check. It looked like he beat it.
Did he come off the bat? He stayed on the base. We're going to find out if he beat the tag or not. And it is time for the Foresight Technology replay review. We had a review earlier of 3 minutes 46 seconds. And this one looks to be just as tricky to call.
Yeah. It's kind of become the norm now when the replay is going on. Everybody in the ballpark turns and stares at the big screen, including the players. Everybody out there, arms folded, looking up, watching replay after replay, trying to make their assessment. Blue Jays put a beat down on the Rangers tonight, 12-2. It's game 4 of a 4-game series. Texas won the opener, and then Toronto won the last 3. Jay Happ beat Derek Holland. See where the commissioner is going to make a determination on this game that the Marlins and the Pirates are supposed to be playing in Puerto Rico.
Right, later this month.
Yeah, big concerns over the Zika virus. And going to make a decision by Monday. So it could come down tomorrow, Monday at the latest.
Did you see Garrett Cole was given a slap on the wrist last night by security at the Penguins Capitals game?
Yes.
He was sitting, I think, near the Capitals bench, right? Was getting a little rowdy. Had a Sidney Crosby sweater on. So we wait. This is a long one.
Derek Holland tonight in that game against the Jays pitched 2 2/3 innings, allowed 11 hits and 11 runs. At some point he was probably wondering if Jeff Bannister had left the building.
Marlins shut out the Diamondbacks 4-0. Miami's 15-12. Arizona dropped to 12-18.
Who pitched for Miami tonight?
It was crowd really getting a little cranky here. We've been waiting a while. It was Adam Conley.
Yeah, he flirted with a no-hitter.
Yep.
Start or 2 ago.
Gave up just 2 hits in 5 1/3 tonight.
Yeah, his last start. Well, actually, he left. He went 7 2/3 hitless in his last start. Yeah, well, this is kind of beating the drum over and over again here. I just think they got to find a way to tighten up this replay. That if they don't see a conclusive look fast enough, just call stands, right? I mean, it's getting a little silly.
4-minute replay review time. Zobrist batting right-handed. Farrell will throw over. Game-winning 3-run homer yesterday. Go ahead, and he hopes game-winning 2-run single in the 4th tonight. and 2.
So it's Travis Wood that's still up in the Cubs bullpen, not Hector Rondon. That's interesting.
There he goes. Zobrist fouls out of play.
Well, with Scherzer going tomorrow, wouldn't be surprised to see LaStella in there again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Be good. Good guy to have in there against Scherzer's stuff.
Zobrist, high and deep, way back, gone. He's knocked in all four tonight.
We might have to amend our Benny's toast of the town. 3-run home run yesterday in Pittsburgh. 2 RBI single, 2-run homer this evening. Belly button high. That's your 4th home run replay. That's number 3 for Zobrist.
I love how he set down the bat so politely.
Yeah, you're not going to see bat flips from Ben Zobrist.
Almost got knocked over by Brandon Hyde on the...
A little wobbly there going around the bag.
High five. Put a charge into this crowd.
That double play Strope got. Then the top of the inning with the Harper on deck was huge, and then a little insurance provided by Zobrist. Maybe Joe knew something. Maybe that's why Rondon was down.
Zorilla's going to hit a 2-run homer here.
Yeah,
Hector, don't worry
sit
about
Hector
it.
down. We don't need you tonight, kid.
Ben Zobrist has been a joy to watch. As Kalish gets hit. Look, Ben's been around for a long time, but he's been an American League player, so we only just got tiny glimpses at him in person. But he wears very well on a day-to-day basis.
Ball player.
Yeah.
Play hard, play smart, play well.
Pitching change in the 8th. Cubs now lead 4-0.
No thanks, I have X1 from Xfinity, so.
Don't fall for DirecTV. Xfinity lets you download your shows from anywhere. Sign up today or get started with this great offer. Call or go online today.
I used to like that song.
Danley's is offering you a free garage door opener with the purchase of any garage. With over 200,000 satisfied customers since 1959, Danley's is the best garage builder in Chicago for price, quality, and service. So call today and get your free garage door opener with the purchase of any garage. 773-GARAGES.
Building your garage with quality, depend on Danley. That's why we're #1.
Hyundai call to the pen. It is right-hander Sean Kelly to face Addison Russell.
A veteran right-hander has been around a while now and having a nice year so far. 11 appearances, an ERA of 0, 12 strikeouts, just 1 walk and 8 1/3. Fastball, slider, maybe a change, but a lot of sliders.
32-year-old Sean Kelly to Addison Russell. So he keeps his head down.
This is a great shot right here.
Yeah.
Right on it.
The Nationals on a 10-game road trip at St. Louis, Kansas City, and the Cubs. 3 teams that made the playoffs last year. They went 5-1 in the first 2 series.
They swept the Cardinals in the game they lost in Kansas City. They coughed it up in the 9th.
Prior to this trip, they got swept at home by the Phillies.
Inning stays alive for Russell here, who's looking for a little redemption. It's been a tough night for him. 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts swinging.
Hit well deep to left. Worth leads, can't get it. Kalis will score. Russell with a double. 5-0.
I'd say RBI double counts as redemption. First I thought that ball was going to fly out of here. Then I thought Worth was going to be able to make a play on it. Wrong on both counts. He should have had it. Kelly agrees with me.
Comes up empty.
We've talked a lot this year about run differential. The Cubs run differential higher than 2 or 3 major league teams total runs scored this year. And a lot of times tight games turn into not so tight games in the later innings as they continue to play add-on.
Time now for greater coverage of baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile, your run differential. Cubs at +93 going into action. That's the best run differential through 26 games in 111 years. New York Giants 1905. Call strike 3 to end the inning, but 3 more across the plate. Ben Zobrist knocked in 2 with a home run. Addison Russell later with an RBI double. It's 5-0 as we go to the ninth.
Cubs versus Nationals series sponsorship presented by Echo Outdoor Power Equipment.
Honda knows that efficiency has its advantages. That's why the Honda CR-V can help you get places using less fuel. Gives you a better view of your surroundings. And helps you stay in touch while you're on the road. The CR-V, from KBB.com's best value brand. Nothing compares to a Honda. So visit your local Honda dealer today.
There are simple steps you can take to make your lawn the best it's ever been. Lawn edging from Mastermark Plastics is an easy way to create a neat border, and it's only $1.99 after rebate. Prevent broadleaf weeds and dandelions in your lawn with Menard's Premium Weed and Feed. One bag covers 5,000 square feet, preventing broadleaf weeds and fertilizing your lawn at the same time. Pick up a 17-pound bag for $8.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menard's.
Welcome back, everybody. Follow Cubs baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone and tablet.
Javier Baez comes into play third. Travis Wood will pitch. Well, when your biggest problem is you can't get your closer enough save opportunities, that means you're living right. And Rondoni is up in the bullpen just in case it gets a little funky.
When it was 2-0, it might have been Wood for Harper and then Rondon. Now we'll see how Joe decides to play it. It's Harper, then the right-handed hitting Zimmerman, but right after him Murphy, who swings from the left side.
Deep breath by Travis, and the 2-0 foul. Bryce Harper's trying to, quote, make baseball fun again. And he is as popular as any player in the game today, especially with the kids. I think baseball's fun anyway, but I think he's made it more fun. So I'm all for it. That's a strike, 2-2.
When the Goose, I got after him. Goose Gossage got after him this spring.
I like Goose, but disagreed with everything he said.
Yeah, I'm with you. Some of the older generation, a knee-jerk reaction to some of the stuff. Now, I do think some guys sometimes cross the line, get a little too in your face. A little flair is good.
Harper takes the walk. Yeah,
3 walks and a knock tonight, huh?
Yeah, pretty good. He's pretty good. Yeah, we could go on for hours about that conversation. I would say that just about every era of baseball, there were guys who played with flair, and some of them might have been Goose Gossage teammates. I think we have selective memory sometimes.
Yeah.
2. The bottom line for me is I just don't think it matters that much when it comes to baseball. Guy flips a bat or does the Fernando Rodney bit. I mean, it's not germane to the baseball conversation. It's just the other stuff that it's not really worth getting worked up over, in my opinion.
I'm trying to remember what in Harper. What was there something specific that he did that got under Goose's skin?
Don't remember.
There's one thing about Harper. I think the way he wears the eye black. Flipping the helmet when he runs. That's not really in your face stuff. That's not really trying to show anybody up. That's just kind of his style.
He called Jose Bautista disgrace to the game. Hayward's got it on the move. That will send Harper back to first. Jason Hayward pulling in for the ejected Dexter Fowler. I believe the route efficiency was pretty good on that one.
Pretty solid work by the big fella. Remember, Jason Hayward was going to be the center fielder for this club until Dexter returned. Good break. Good catch. Dropped an 0 for 3 on Murphy so far tonight. He hasn't had many of those. Came in with a major league best 398 batting average.
Strike on Murphy. By the way, I don't know if Goose actually talked specifically about Harper in his comments about the game today. Murphy sends one in the air as Hayward will call off Bryant. That's the second out. Fans on their feet. Pitch with the runner going, and Cubs not concerned about Harper. He will not be credited with a stolen base.
Pitch. The old adage about good pitching stopping good hitting. This is a club that had their best day of the year yesterday. The Nationals put a beat down on the Royals. They scored 13 runs.
Season high.
16 hits, also season high.
Cubs are looking for their 5th shutout. The pitch. Like Harper might have pulled kind of a mini Cal Ripken there. With 2 strikes, he saw that pitch in the zone, man. He was halfway to third. He doesn't need to be with his team down 5. Two and 2.
Tonight was Kyle Hendricks' 50th major league start. If the Cubs win, they will be 33-17 in those 50 starts.
Well, that's where the acquisition, the signing of John Lackey really lengthened the rotation. The 5th spot was a trouble area all year last year. And now it's Kyle Hendricks in that spot. Still 2 and 2 on Worth. Crushed to left. And gone. The only question was, would it stay in the ballpark itself? Back of the bleachers, and it's 5-2.
Well, Worth earned that one. Fought off some tough pitches in that sequence. Battled, hung in there and got a mistake. They cut her up in the eyes.
So that is his 6th of the year. Well, he got all of it. And will be Hector Rondon. Not a save spot. We'll check out our Ford home run replay. He's leading by 3. 2 outs in the 9th, and we'll be right back.
This is how Precision listens. Bose microphones that hear engine noise, then counter it with the sound-canceling frequency, which helps make the cabin so quiet, you don't miss a thing.
Night, Dad.
Good night, kiddo. It's called Active Noise Cancellation, and it's available in the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade. Now get 15% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra 1500 models in stock. That's nearly $9,000 on this GMC Sierra Denali.
It's the mesmerizing McGriddles. Try your choice of bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, or sausage, egg, and cheese with a small McCafe coffee and hash browns for just $4 at McDonald's.
T-Mobile hit it out of the park. We doubled our LTE coverage to cover over 305 million Americans. And our new extended range LTE goes 2 times farther and works 4 times better in buildings than before. Switch to T-Mobile for major league coverage today.
They treat you like you're their best friend or your family. It's almost like they can't do enough for you.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields of the Fields Auto Group. We simply treat people the way we want to be treated.
I get a personal treatment here, and I recommend it.
It includes our free loaners, free car washes, and cafes. It's all part of the Fields Matters program.
I'm looking for the best price, and Fields gives you that. That's why we've bought so many cars from them.
Fields matters because you matter.
FieldsAuto.com.
Hyundai call to the pen. And here is Hector Rondon.
Yeah, he has certainly not been overused. This is his 10th appearance. 4 for 4 in save opportunities.
Fouled off by Wilson Ramos.
First pitch slider there to get ahead. And boy, he's done that really well. He's thrown strike one almost 80% of the time. It's the thing that's really stood out about Rondon this year. He's on the attack.
Bounced foul. Tying run is still in the dugout. If he had started this inning with a 3-run lead, he could qualify for the save, but he only needs 1 out.
He can get a finish.
He can get a finish, yes. And they do have a category, games finished. And the game is finished. Cubs win. Cubs win 5-2 the final. As Kyle Hendricks grabs the win. And a nice start to the homestand.
Yeah, nice to have Kyle back in the rotation after a little hiatus. Rock solid tonight. It's 6 innings at 2-hit scoreless baseball. We talked in our open about the pitching for both these clubs. Joe Ross was really good for the Nationals as well. But boy, Tommy La Stella, what a night he had. 4 rockets, 3 hits. Zolbers with the big home run and a great start to this 4-game set with the Nationals.
So the Cubs improved to 21-7. They've got a 6.5 game lead over the second place, or 21-6 through the first 27 games, and a 6.5 game edge over the Pittsburgh Pirates in the division. The Nationals dropped to 19-9 on the year.
Bullpen outstanding here tonight. Clayton Richard, we hadn't seen him in a while. He only faced one batter, got the punch out. Big double play induced by Strop. That's where it got a little hairy there in the top half of the 8th. And they got the first 2 guys on, but that double play cleaned things up. And remember, that was with Bryce Harper on deck. It could have gotten a little dicey.
Let's go down to the field and Kelly Kroll.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Well, Ben, yesterday, the 3-run blast, and then today you drove in all 4. It's been a nice couple days of work for you.
Yeah, I'll take it. You know, Anthony needs some protection behind him. So he's such a great hitter. You know, I just want to do a better job of getting some hits in key situations, and that's the reason for the RBIs. You know, he's having great at-bats in front of me.
Obviously, the team knocked in a few after that. But for you in that 8th inning against Rivera, of course, 2 out already. You're down in the count. What are you looking for from him in that moment?
Well, he throws hard. You know, he tries and stay on the fastball there. I was fortunate to see the changeup early out of his hand and just made the good adjustment. So, yeah, it was a great night.
I know Joe Ross was pretty tough, but what about the tone Kyle Hendricks set this evening? Kyle Hendricks?
Yeah, you know, Kyle did a great job. He's such a solid pitcher for us. Every time he goes out, you feel like you got a great chance of winning, and he keeps the pace of the game going, throws a lot of strikes, and, you know, he did a great job again tonight of holding them down. And all of our pitching until we could get a few more runs in the 8th, or in the 8th there.
I know it's pretty loud with the music out here, Ben, but you had the mariachi band earlier, and now some chips and salsa, some margaritas today.
This is the way to celebrate right now.
Awesome, Ben. Thank you so much. Guys, Ben Zobrist, I'm going to send it back to you. It's so loud down here.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, they are enjoying this one tonight. And as they do every night in the clubhouse after a win, they will be celebrating. Join us tomorrow, 12:30 on CSN. Our pregame coverage before Game 2. Cubs hosting the Nationals. Final score once again, the Cubs 5 and the Nationals 2. Glenn and JD and Kelly and our entire crew now sending you over to Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live next.
Well, Cubs get it done again. Good start to the homestand. A big 4-game set with the Nationals. Starts off with a victory. Cap and Holly with you, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Cubs post-game live. Kyle Hendricks set the tone tonight, as Ben Zobrist just told Kelly Kroll. He was locked in.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what a great performance. Maybe the best for the year. When you add up all the circumstances behind this start tonight, the 8 days off, the short start last time out, I was a little concerned. This National teams had been really swinging the bats coming into the night. He was able to factor in the changeup, get them off balance, even use that elevated fastball at the top of the zone to pick up a couple of strikeouts while the offense got on track. Huge night for Ben Zobrist. Nice win to start this weekend series.
All right, we'll have all the highlights for you, a whole bunch to talk about. Plus, I got a new toy for our fist bump. How about that, Holly? Like that? My little Cubs fist bump.
I like it.
Go.
Got a cup for that thing?
I do.
Okay.
Little drink holder. There we go. Cubs win 5-2. Holly and I will take you through it in just a moment. A Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live.
You ever feel like you're spinning?
Like you're stuck in the same place in life? Just going round and round and round? Yeah, man. Been there.
No, actually spinning.
Oh, we can fix that by going to Midas. They have a great selection of tires. Sorry, Doug. I thought you were trying to get deep.
Nah.
Trust the Midas Touch. For tires, brakes, oil, everything.
We are the Coors Brewing Company. And our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
I could get used to this.
I could get used to this.
The luxuriously transformed 2016 Lexus ES and ES Hybrid.
I could get used to this.
Once you experience this level of luxury,
I could get used to this.
there's no going back.
With a curved ultra-high-definition screen, Samsung's SUHD TVs give you a brighter picture and the most brilliant colors for the best viewing experience. It's Samsung's best TV, and it's here at Apt Electronics. Available in screen sizes from 48 to 88 inches. Come see it today. Guaranteed low prices, unbeatable selection, and free local delivery. Apt. Pleasing people since 1936.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. Discover more in a Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Let's go places. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Finished. Cubs win. Cubs win 5-2 the final as Kyle Hendricks grabs the win and a nice start to the homestand.
Yeah.
Kyle Hendricks with an excellent outing. Ben Zobrist drives in 4 runs tonight, and the Cubs beat the Nasty Nats 5-2. 5-8-0, a whole lot better than 2-3-0. Hendricks 2-2 over Ross. 3-1 Rondon, his 5th save. Welcome in to Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. He is Todd Hollingsworth. I'm David Kaplan. We talked about Kyle Hendricks a moment ago, but Ben Zobrist also seems to be really getting locked in offensively the last few days.
Absolutely. Swinging the bat. You think about that yesterday, and, he is so unique to me. Usually, I talk to switch hitters throughout my career, guys I played with. You're always feeling really good from one side of the plate, never the other side. It's like it's never the same going on. Dexter's done that this year. Ben Zobrist is doing it now. I'm going to have a new conversation with these guys and tell me what they've figured out. Switch hitters usually aren't as hot as both these are. Ben Zobrist goes deep yesterday, left-handed, goes deep today, right-handed. Clearly seeing the ball really, really well from both sides of the plate. Dexter's been doing it all season long. Yeah, he's in a great spot right now. You see what he did to the fastball and how he set it up. Elimination of pitches. Didn't want to go after the slider in that at-bat. Worked himself back to a fastball, got one up, and drove it out of the yard.
All right, almost time to get interactive with our show. Get your mobile, your laptop, your tablet ready. Head to csnchicago.com/vote. Later in the show, we'll bring you our live fan vote. Nothing to sign up for. You just get to vote. Time now for our Elk Grove pitching recap. Kyle Hendricks hadn't pitched since April 26. Looks like the rest paid off. Cubs righty, 6 scoreless against the Nationals. Just 2 hits. And that's a Nats offense that scored 13 runs a day ago against the defending world champion Royals.
And really been hitting the long ball. Kyle did a fantastic job. You hear phrases like stepping on the gas and then stepping on the brake. When you're talking about fastballs and changeup. You see it right there. Great changeup down in the zone. Gets himself a ground ball. You watch him set it up. That right there, I think, is a great example of what he's doing. When you get 88 miles an hour by this lineup right now, like I said, they've been hitting for some power. It shows you what the hitter is seeing, and they're being fooled. They couldn't see the depth on the pitch. They couldn't recognize the change in speeds, and he's getting bad contact along with a few strikeouts along the way. Love it. 87 pitches tonight, 4 strikeouts, and again, any concern that anybody would have had over 8 days of rest was put to bed early.
You look at Hendricks has now notched 50 career starts. Here's a look how he stacks up next to some notable Cubs arms through 50 starts on the mound. You see Mark Pryor right there, Carlos Zambrano, Kerry Wood, Greg Maddux. The amazing thing is that you don't even see in that Kyle Hendricks, I believe, is 33-17. The team is in his first 50 starts, so they feel pretty good about winning when he goes to the bump.
I feel like I've done my part in defending him. So many people have asked, how is this team going to get better this winter? What are they going to do about the bottom of the rotation? And I would say Kyle Hendricks is your answer. He is the change of pace that you want with what you've got going on at the top. I think about how our rotation looks typically when he's in the 5 spot and then you roll back around to Arrieta. Have mercy. As a hitter, how do you deal with that? I mean, that is two extremes and two completely different approaches. I love what he brings to this rotation. I love that he continues to get the opportunity, and he should. He's earned it. Those numbers prove it out.
All right, the runs just keep on coming. Cubs bats got on the scoreboard in the 4th inning with the Wrigley Ivy coming into play as well. With the runner aboard, Chris Bryant smokes one into the Ivy. It will be a ground rule double, but some confusion with no signal for Michael Taylor out in center field. You got to put your hands up, young man. He stood there. Joe Madden came out immediately and said to Bryant, keep running, and then said that ball went off his glove. It should not be ruled a ground rule double, but the umpires did rule that.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, again, how are we going to argue that or defend that? That's what they called. I mean, again, the ball does disappear. He's right. The ball did hit off his glove, but there's no ball to field. Yeah, drifted on it just a little bit. Solid swing of the bat right there. Almost got it out, but takes the ground rule double.
And then the Cubs have the bases loaded, nobody out, and Ben Zobrist delivers. 2 runs are going to score, and Rizzo will be thrown out at third. That one hurt because it really stopped your having a monster inning.
It certainly, stops the momentum in the inning. But again, this is Anthony Rizzo being aggressive. There's really nothing wrong with that. It's the ball to the right side, and if you knew where the second baseman was, you're assuming and seeing. You set yourself up for where the outfielders are playing. You felt like you had a pretty good chance. Harper makes a great throw. One hop right on the bag. 1 step to the left, 1 step to the right. Anthony's safe. I don't think it's a big deal right there. He was being aggressive.
All right, Xfinity brings us the press conference with Joe Madden.
April 26th, outstanding. He was really good. I complimented him on it as I was taking him out of the game. That was right around 90 pitches, which is a good number for him going into his next outing. He was really sharp with everything. Pitches primarily with this fastball, with the sinker, and it was locating it well. A couple good changeups, but really pounded the zone and didn't give them a lot of good looks. He was really good. Yeah, I mean, that's big right there. The jug runs in the 9th, they're always big, or bottom of the 8th when you have a lead. Huge. I mean, with 2 outs and to go from 2 to 4, kind of hurt them a little bit. Then we get another run, the extra tack on. Now, of course, we would have worked the 9th inning differently had it we had not scored those runs, so you never know the outcome if Worth would have hit a home run. But nevertheless, we pitched out of some jams. I thought Richard getting Murphy was huge. Then Grimmer coming in there and doing his thing. Stropey struggled, but we got the double play ball, and that's always a good thing. So the pitching was solid overall. Offensively, it was Zoe's night. The single to right, and then the homer. It was his night. He was fabulous. Good at bats by Listel. I thought Kalish had good at bats too. There was a lot of guys with good at bats tonight. Just another team victory. Well played game. Pitched well, caught the ball, and it made the timely hitting.
I guess Jason came through his pregame test with his
Yeah, I watched him in batting practice. He was fine. We're just it's one of those things when you say you're good enough or well that always try to wait another day to actually put the guy in there. So I'll find out if there was any negative effects. I don't think so. He seemed to be fine.
In defending Dex, were you arguing the pitches, or were you arguing that he shouldn't have been thrown out, or both?
I was arguing that we are a team that does not expand our strike zone. That was my argument.
Yeah, it's the first time he struck out twice looking this year.
That was my argument.
Joe, there's 5 months left in the season, but how good is it to find out a barometer against a club that has such a good record?
Well, of course, you're always looking for that. We just came out of a town on the road versus a team with a good record going into it. We played St. Louis also. We've played a lot of good teams, and I'm not denigrating the groups that don't have a better record right now. It's good. It's good to say you match up. But my term is I like to see what it feels like. You like to get on the field, see what it feels like against a team that's playing well. What's their attitude? How are they playing? What do their guys look like? How do they go after it? All that kind of stuff is important too, beyond a record. So, we got a feel for the Cardinals, we got a feel for the Pirates, and we're getting a feel for the Nationals. And I think that's, for me, from a dugout perspective, that's really important. I couldn't tell if he pushed it into the ivy, but nevertheless, apparently it's okay to push the ball into the ivy. Once it's in there, you just can't reach in and grab it. I told the umpires, I didn't say my bad because I really don't like that phrase. I said, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I left.
So we did, I think it was 8 minutes in video reviews. Disrupt the flow of the game. I know you want to get things right, but it seems like it's really dragging on.
Those were long, and you can see they were really, really close plays, and neither was confirmed. They both were as they called them as stands, excuse me. And I can understand why. They were very, very close. I couldn't tell. I honestly couldn't tell. But the second one with Tommy leads to 2 runs for us. Now, just think about that. That turns into Zobrist's home run. So those are the kind of moments that could really turn a game around. But I understand both calls. It was just watching the video on the ball. I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell.
So is it worth waiting that long?
All right, time for a break here on Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Holly and I have a whole lot more to do, and we'll be right back.
Cubs Post Game Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Make sure he's in bed by 8.
Sometimes I get scared.
Scared of what, Danny?
The things I can't see.
Got a weird feeling.
Almost forgot. In case anything happens.
Dad, I got this.
What famous American has covered more territory than any other? Hint, it's not a person. Celebrate 75 years of endless adventure today at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. One drive and you'll discover why Jeep is the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. During 1 week to deal, get 0% financing for 75 months or these cash allowances on 2016 Jeep Cherokee models.
Your old heating and cooling system is costing you money. Our preseason air conditioner sale is going on now. Get a free in-home estimate plus same-day installation of a new Lennox air conditioner from $24.95. Furnace and AC combos from $36.95. And receive 0% interest financing for 5 years. Plus, we'll beat any competitor's estimate by up to $500. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
Call Adolescent Growth today and see how our proven treatment programs for eating disorders can begin to bring the sunshine back in the life of your teen and your family.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Why jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Why not? Chicagoland Skydiving Center was voted the best in the U.S. with a perfect safety record, a one-of-a-kind environment, and round-trip shuttle service from downtown Chicago. Come experience the greatest adventure in the area. Chicagoland Skydiving Center in Rochelle. Visit us at perfectlygoodairplane.com.
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Starting pitchers during night games this season. Who's hot? Oh, how about our guy, Jeff Samardzija? A .212 Ernie with 22 Ks, just 7 walks in 4 starts at night. And also, I saw him the other day snap a bat over his knee. Who's not? 6 starts at night, a .550 ERA, 47 hits allowed. What do you want for $206 million? Wow. It is what it is. Welcome back to Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Cap and Holly with you. Time for our Honda winning box score, and this one belongs to the Cubs. Dexter had a brief evening, 0 for 2, 2 Ks, and ejected. Tommy La Stella, a monster night, 3 for 4, a double, scored twice. Chris Bryant had a double. Tough night for Anthony Rizzo, was intentionally walked once. Ben Zobrist, a big night, 4 RBIs, a 2-run home run, and he came through. Here's the home run. Rizzo smoked that ball.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Ben Zobrist all over it. Great swing of the bat right there. Good to see it. You know what? I said this to you after he did it. I think that was maybe, and again, we see just about everything, but not everything. The emotion. I guess that's what I really was so happy to see from Ben. We talk about a lot of guys around here. We love talking about this Cubs team, but Ben is kind of one of those guys that does it. Even his home run yesterday, like just the raw emotion that you see from him as he was running around first base. Here you go. He is so excited. He slaps it so hard he almost trips himself and knocks himself down. Good to see. Gets back into the dugout. Really, really pumped. Love Ben Zobrist's game. Knew that it was going to be a great addition to this team. So it's really fun to see him play. And I know that we have to do our job to talk about Ben a little bit more because, again, he's kind of that guy that just blends in. He's done it his entire career. You look at the numbers at the end of the day, and you're like, this guy is so good for this team. He's been so good throughout his career, but we always seem like we end up talking about other guys. So great to see him have a great game tonight and the last game he did as well.
All right, Allie, coming into this game, Bryce Harper tearing the cover off the ball. What was Kyle Hendricks' approach to facing the Nationals slugger?
Well, stay away from his sweet spot. Bryce, he's been obviously off to a hot start. National League Player of the Month for the month of April. I saw what I saw tonight is knowing what I know coming into this game, that Bryce Harper had been expanding his strike zone just a little bit. Now, he did have the home run in the game yesterday, 2 for 4, but he had been struggling. In fact, went hitless in St. Louis despite them sweeping in St. Louis. I thought it was pretty interesting. He was working on a strike zone tonight. He was really